Good afternoon, everyone. We will now call the deliberative meeting to order for Monday, April 7th, 2025. Mr. Solicitor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor, members of council, members of the public, and staff. Welcome to the Monday, April 7th, 2025 deliberative meeting for the City of Chester. There are no ordinances to be voted on. The following resolutions will be presented at the Wednesday council meeting for passage. Resolution 47, authorize the proper city officials to install a handicap parking zone in the 1000 block of Booth Street, in the 1200 block of Crosby Street, in the 900 block of West 8th Street, and in the 100 block of West 21st Street in the City of Chester. Resolution 48, authorize the reappointment of Rick Dennis and Martha Newman to the Civil Service Commission with the terms to expire December 31st, 2028. Resolution 49, authorize the appointment of Gail Brown to the Civil Service Commission to fill the unexpired term of Travis Thomas with the term to expire December 31st, 2025. Resolution 50, authorize entering into a license agreement with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection to allow for the accessibility, installation, maintenance, operation, and removal of air monitoring stations and associated equipment at designated locations within the City of Chester's park system. Resolution 51, authorize the award of the Summer Food Services Program to Walnut Street Deli in an amount not to exceed $18.50 per unitized meal, parentheses, volume of meals will fluctuate week by week. A summer season cost estimate would be $67,839.50 based on last summer's 2024 volume of 3,667 unitized meals. My understanding is that there may be an amendment to that resolution to incorporate the grant requirements. Is that correct, Mr. Chief of Staff?
Correct.
Resolution 52, authorize the issuance of a road opening permit to PECO for the installation of new natural gas services at 12 East 18th Street and 224 West 23rd Street. Resolution 53, authorize the execution of R230600111 by Andrew Heyman, Public Works Director, as a requirement of PennDOT's reimbursement agreement system for the construction of the Highland Avenue complete streets. Lastly, Resolution 54, authorize approval of the submission of an application by the owner or tenant of 403 Avenue of the States to the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board for the issuance of an economic development liquor license and provide consent for the use of said license at the property. That would conclude the list, and just to announce, council did meet briefly in executive session prior to this deliberative meeting and intends to meet immediately following the adjournment of this deliberative meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Solicitor. Do we have any comments or reports from any of the directors? Or any comments, anything that you'd like to say at this time at the deliberative?
I have a question for Justin in regards to the Civil Service Board. Is there any way that the description of each of these boards can be put on our website so that our constituents know what each board actually does and how they function?
Yes, ma'am, we can certainly do that. I can coordinate with Adrian, our new communications specialist, to get that updated. All the boards are listed with their members and terms to expire and vacancies, but we can add some description of what the boards actually do.
I think that would be helpful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Justin, I have a question for you too. We have a lot of groups in the city who are on social media making comments, you know, freedom of speech, whatever. But do they have to get permission from us to use our city logo? Should they just sporadically be using the city's logo for these different pages, like what is that, the Chester City?
Are you referring to the Facebook group?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had our logo on there. I don't think that's permissible.
Yeah, I have messaged the admins of that Facebook group several times because I think residents were getting confused. They were using our logo, and it was called City of Chester. So I got them to make some changes to say that it's not an official city page and things like that. But I guess they still haven't changed the logo, it sounds like.
As of yesterday and today, they had not changed
Yeah,
it.
so I have been trying to push them to get rid of the logo, but I've been trying to do it the nice way, and they haven't necessarily responded. So if it continues to be an issue, we may need
It's an
to take
issue
a more
for
forceful
me
hand.
today.
It's always been the solicitor's position that anyone who wants to use the city logo must seek permission.
They
And
don't have
I think the
permission.
next step might be through Facebook if they refuse to comply. I think there's a,
What group is this that you're talking about?
the Facebook administrators, you can make a complaint with them.
Okay. But yes, Councilwoman, we can look into that specific case. But in general, anytime the city logo is on flyers or things like that, it should be because it's actually in partnership with and approved by the
Right.
city.
Correct.
Right. Because, the city, it has always been a practice by the city of Chester to never mix politics with the city of Chester's operation, okay? And this seems to be real political, and it shouldn't be, and I certainly don't want the community to think that it's coming from us, the city of Chester, the governmental body. So I
I-
think these people need to be put on notice that they can't do it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Councilwoman. So we'll try to take the next step, and
Thank you.
escalate that.
I
Mhm.
appreciate it. Does anyone else have any comments or anything, reports? Okay, and Mr. Cotman, can you wait a few minutes after the meeting? We are going to go into executive session after the meeting as well. Okay, if there's no, Chief of Staff, no one has anything to say, then we're going to end this meeting. Meeting is adjourned.